The jumpers complete their final gear checks and move to the door in the rear of the aircraft. The jumpers are out, and the smoke is on. We now have 2 jumpers in free fall, rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. These jumpers fly their bodies apart to gain separation, using their hands, arms, legs, and shoulders as flight control. The jumpers will now face each other and make contact. These jumpers are now forming 120 mile per hour spirals in the sky. Count with me as they make our helixes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these jumpers will now separate and prepare to deploy their main parachute. And there you have the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Mr. Charlie Hillard, former team leader of the Eagles aerobatics team, and parachute manufacturer Mr. Steve Snyder exchanged the first baton in 1958. It was then believed that 2 jumpers in free fall could not possibly make contact. The trail of smoke each jumper leaves in the sky is created by 2 M18 red smoke canisters, which emit a continuous stream of smoke for up to 90 seconds. The jumper attaches these to 1 foot with a specially designed bracket and then ties the activation pins to a lanyard. By pulling on this lanyard, he or she can ignite their smoke immediately upon exiting the aircraft while in free fall or under parachute. In more conventional Army units, these same smoke canisters are used as ground-to-ground signaling devices, ground-to-air signaling devices, and screening devices to conceal troop leads. Moments ago, these jumpers were more than 2 miles overhead. They can hear you very well as they come into land. Make some noise, Maryland, for these first jumpers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wondered what would happen if a parachute did not work, then watch closely because you are about to find out. Please watch as our next jumper will demonstrate the dramatic cutaway maneuver. Here has your Maryland state flag for you today. She's going to show you the full flight characteristics of the Ram Air parachute as she brings it over the target for an awesome target area landing. Become a Golden Knight. Each individual must first achieve 100 free fall parachute jumps, be enlisted in the Army, and have a clean military and civilian record before applying to the annual Golden Knight assessment and selection. During assessment and selection, candidates are evaluated for 8 weeks on character traits including discipline, dedication, attention to detail, and teamwork. During this time, rigorous physical training is conducted and the jumpers free fall jump. Much higher than normal and intentionally causing to malfunction. Please do not be alarmed. When this first parachute begins to streamer, there is absolutely no danger to the jumper. This is our only solo maneuver, yet one of our most exciting. This is a perfect
3 weeks until the Warbird Silver to Beach.
The jumper will reach up and release one side of the parachute, causing it to malfunction. This jumper is now accelerating earthward at speeds in excess of 80 miles per hour. It would be impossible for him to survive this landing, so he must release it completely, return to free fall, and open his main parachute. This is the same procedure a free fall parachutist would use if he were to have a problem with his main parachute. The reserve or the auxiliary parachute used by the Golden Knights is also a flexible wing glider, such as the one you see now. However, there are some differences. It is white in color, and it is slightly smaller in wing surface area, with a much greater forward speed of up to 30 miles per hour. This enables our jumpers to make it back into any tight situation, such as a downtown intersection or major league stadium. While each of the jumpers will repack their main parachute, a certified parachute maintenance technician must repack the reserve every 180 days, whether it is used or not. The released parachute you see floating earthward will be recovered, untangled, and hooked up to use again. If it does float towards you, please do not attempt to catch or retrieve it. A recovery team is on its way. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are flexible wing gliders, constructed of lightweight ripstop nylon. Our parachutes have inherent forward airspeed of up to 22 miles per hour. To turn left, the jumper pulls down on the left steering line. To turn right, the jumper will simply pull down on the right steering line. And as jumpers near the ground, they pull down on both steering lines simultaneously for the safest and softest possible landing. Each year, our Golden Knights will fly south for the winter to conduct 2 months of intensive training in Homestead, Florida. They work on all maneuvers like the ones you see today to be able to give you this amazing show.
The other jumper.
Here's the target.
It's a parachute you cut away the first time.
They are showing
To demonstrate
you
what
the
happens
full
when you
flight
cut away a parachute.
characteristics of our Ram Air parachute as he brings it over the target for a beautiful target area landing. Make some noise for our cutaway jumper. In a matter of moments, the rest of the Golden Knights will exit the aircraft and form one of the many mass formations possible while in free fall.
Doing a third one.
We now have the rest of our jumpers rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. The initial part of the formation is called the base.
120 miles an hour straight down. Pulling for the ripcord.
Their arms and legs to form the nucleus of the formation. As the formation continues to fall at 120 miles per hour, you can see our wingsuiter
Pulling
circling
for the ripcord.
up to 180 miles per hour. Once these jumpers reach a specific point, the team leader will give a thumbs up, and they will perform our bomb burst maneuver. This is our salute to all of you in the audience today. Watch for our parachutes. These jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must create vertical separation to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is accomplished by pulling down on the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. This enables our jumpers to set up the traffic pattern, just like you might see aircraft at a busy airport. At 1,000 feet, the jumpers will do what is called a wind penetration check, checking their distance and speed across the ground. They will then fly a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then face into the wind for a final approach. If you look up, you will notice under our black parachute, our jumper, it has our 36-foot braided steel smoke chain with 6 of those M18 red smoke canisters attached. He will deploy each smoke canister one at a time off of a harness around his neck. It takes a great deal of concentration to be able to land dead center on our target. The jumpers will keep a close eye on the windsock located in the target area. And once
There's our first jumper coming out.
Concentration to a small black dot located in the center of the orange X. This jumper is showing you how to use the steering toggles for a beautiful dead center landing. These jumpers train year-round on piloting their parachutes, but they always seem to fly better when they can hear the roar of the crowd. Jamie Andrews, make some noise for the rest of our jumpers coming in. Slows to forward speed while reducing the jumper's rate of descent. The parachute has 7 openings in the front. These allow air to be forced in, inflating the flexible wing gliders. And our smoke jumper brings it in to show you how we land on our climate. Your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. You can find us on social media by searching U.S. Army Parachute Team. And if you post anything from today's show, make sure that you tag us at Army Golden Knights. At the completion of today's performance, we will bring our equipment out into the audience. Come forward and help us repack our parachutes and ask any questions about free fall parachuting or opportunities available to you